That's a big opportunity lost.
Let him know, let him know.
Yeah. You at X.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brunt. He's got a man complete. Woo! And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Jackson from the shotgun, and he's brought down. So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all three touchdowns, CD, and converted now two of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jonathan Taylor.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
The ball carrier.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
7. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Eric Wolf there on the
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the
They'll try to throw here. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
The greatest show on earth,
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines, 60 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the tackle.
Now a carry for Dobbins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Ravens 30, Colts 8. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And the Colts first down.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson running again. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
11-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Colts take over.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Ball carrier.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
On the tackle. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Up with 2. Brings up 2nd and
again, it'll be Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now Rivers. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson finding room at the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.